Hello, my name is Amina and I'm your decision-making specialist. The other day I was listening to a podcast and it was Ethan Hawke, and he has a new movie coming out, and he was talking a bit about his career and who he's learned things from and how he's learned them, and just very, to me, interesting. And one of the exciting things that I am sharing with you is when he talked about a house. Now, it's not a house that he lives in. He was working on a movie with Denzel Washington, and he said what he saw was that once Denzel hooked on to a character in the movie, he was on it. He was so focused, and he just felt so much into that character that he became spontaneous, and things would come out here and there. He followed the script, followed the storyline, just little things would kind of peek out. And what Ethan said that was thrilling to him is that it was like living in a house that he'd lived in for a long time, and he'd only been in a couple rooms. And he said when he watched Denzel, it was like, oh, there's that room. Oh, I didn't know there was an attic, and there's a basement, and the basement has another basement to it. And he was just getting so excited. And he said it was just contagious. And he watched, he thought, I didn't know you could do that. Well, I never thought of that. How did you know how to do that? Well, that, and then there's that, and then there's that. And he just had that lovely sense of awe and wonder and curiosity. And he just used the word contagious. And I thought, oh my gosh, just for a little moment, an eyelash of a second, a whisper of cloud time, what if we used the word contagious in that kind of a way? Let our mind and our thoughts and our dreams and our wishes and hopes become so contagious that we couldn't let go of them, that we actually picked one and tried it out. Well, I didn't know I could do that. Well, let me try. You can do that? Hey, I'm going to try that. I'm curious. No matter what it's about, let yourself and your mind expand. We're just living, some of us, and with a lot of evidence and reason, we've narrowed ourselves. And in amongst the reality of 211 plus people died, and all of them had other people around them that loved them. Amid the jobs, amid the food shortage, amid all the horribleness, what if we gave ourselves permission and just for a few minutes or seconds looked beyond what's going on, lit our lamp a little brighter, shone it on ourselves, and thought, okay, let me have time to dream. What dream did I interrupt when COVID came? Grab that dream and that vision And what happened to me, if I may, on a personal level when I heard that is because of COVID, I'm no longer allowed by my doctor. I'm no longer going into my office, and I miss it. I'm in my home office, and I love talking to my clients, and I love talking to you. And so it's not like I'm desperate or things are just dreadful or awful. It's just that I realized that I have a dream bigger than this too. And what it is that I want to do some online video classes about all the different things that I talk about and the questions that people ask in terms of growing and being better and being leaders with a human touch, not just getting the job done, not just checking off the projects, not just writing a report. No, in between the lines is always a human touch, always remembering another human being and more are affected by every one of our decisions as a leader, and we're all leaders. Whatever we do, however we are, wherever we are leaders. We're our own leaders. We're our children's leaders. We're our employees' leaders. We're our staff's leaders. We're community leaders. Doesn't mean we have a big baton and a huge parade. That might be nice though, huh? It just means that we are progressing and we want to bring others with us. And if anyone stumbles, we want to be there to hold out our hand and to show them what they are so worried that they can't do is possible and that they're not alone. And so I am really offering to you that you look around like I did. And when Ethan mentioned that house, I saw a house. I was on the outside, kind of peeking through the screen door, sort of. And then instead of running away or instead of thinking, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm not this, I'm not that, like we all do. Well, if you don't, good for you. I do still after all these years. I think most of us do. And I saw a vision of myself walking up the steps inside a house. And there was a door. And I looked through that door. And there was a sign that said, "Welcome, Amina." Over to one side was a space to do podcasts. Over to the other side was a space to do videos. And there were people to help. Imagine that. Instead of being the one trying to do it all. That was my vision that came to me. So I want you, when you feel like you're on the outside of that house, on the outside of where your real life is, I want you to give your permission to stay with it. Stay with it. Look on the outside. And if you stay looking on the outside, I will guarantee you one day, if you stick with it, that door will open and you will find rooms in that house you never knew about. And that will be in your story. That will be your legacy. It doesn't have to be huge. It just means it's a different room. than where you've always made yourself stay. All right. Have fun. Know that you deserve and that things can be contagious that are not terrible. Let your mind be a little contagious. All right. Have fun. See what your house looks like. See what the rooms look like. See what you discover about yourself. Thanks for coming. Come back. I really like having you here. You're so important. So you take care. Bye for now.